The story begins in a wealthy and peaceful neighborhood, where a magnificent mansion stands tall, symbolizing comfort, security, and prestige. The house is not just large, it is alive with structure, discipline, and family unity. Inside lives a respected businessman and his children. Among them is the eldest daughter, Adakirikiri. Despite her young age, Adakirikiri carries herself with remarkable maturity. She is calm, observant, and responsible far beyond her years. She is not just a daughter in the household. She is a caretaker, a protector, and a leader to her younger siblings. Whenever their father is busy or away, she becomes the authority figure, ensuring everything runs smoothly. One morning, their father gathers the children in the living room. His expression is serious but trusting. He announces that he must leave for an urgent business trip. Before leaving, he turns to Adakirikiri and places the responsibility of the entire household on her shoulders. "I trust you to take care of the house and your siblings," he says firmly. Adakirikiri nods with confidence. She understands the importance of his words and accepts the responsibility without hesitation. After he leaves, the house continues peacefully under her leadership. She ensures her siblings wake up on time, complete their daily chores, and follow the rules. Meals are served on schedule. The environment remains organized and calm. Everything functions exactly as it should. Life seems perfect, until something unusual begins to happen. A mysterious girl starts appearing outside their gate. She is poorly dressed, quiet, and always watching the house. She never speaks. She never begs. She simply stands there, observing silently. Her presence is unsettling. Adakirikiri notices her but initially chooses to ignore her, assuming she is just another street child with nowhere to go. But then, one afternoon, everything changes. While driving her siblings home, Adakirikiri accidentally hits the girl with her car. The moment is sudden, terrifying. Adakirikiri immediately stops the car, her heart racing with fear and guilt. She rushes out and sees the girl lying weakly on the ground. Without hesitation, she orders the security guards to bring the girl inside the mansion. Her siblings watch in shock as the injured girl is carried in. Inside the house, they begin caring for her. They clean her wounds, feed her, and allow her to rest. The girl remains quiet and obedient. She does not complain. She does not resist. She simply accepts their kindness. Slowly, she begins helping with small tasks around the house. She cleans. She assists in the kitchen. She follows instructions respectfully. Her humble behavior begins to win their trust. The siblings, who were initially unsure about her, begin to warm up to her presence. They start including her in their daily activities. They laugh together. They play together. They begin to see her not as a stranger, but as someone who belongs. Adakirikiri, still feeling responsible for the accident, insists that they allow the girl to stay. Everything seems peaceful again. But beneath her quiet and obedient appearance, the girl is not what she seems. Behind her calm eyes is a calculating mind. She begins observing everything carefully. She studies the routines of the household. She memorizes the security patterns. She watches everyone. She waits patiently, preparing, planning, waiting for the perfect moment. As time passes, she becomes more involved in the household. She cooks meals. She cleans efficiently. She appears loyal and hardworking. Her presence becomes normal. The family fully trusts her. But her true intentions remain hidden. One evening, she prepares food specifically for the security guards. She politely insists they eat and rest. Trusting her completely, they accept the food. Within minutes, the guards begin to feel weak. One by one, they collapse into deep sleep. The house is now defenseless. Her plan has begun. Later that night, a masked intruder enters the compound. The family is terrified. Panic fills the house. No security guards respond. No protection remains. Then suddenly, the girl steps forward. She claims she will stop the intruder. She chases after the masked figure. Moments later, she returns, having captured the robber. The family is amazed. They believe she saved them. They believe she protected their home. Her bravery erases every doubt anyone ever had about her. She is no longer seen as a stranger. She is now seen as a hero. The siblings fully accept her. They laugh, play, and treat her as part of the family. When their father finally returns from his trip, the children plead with him. They beg him to allow her to stay permanently. Moved by their words and impressed by her respectful behavior, he agrees. She can stay. As their maid, her position in the household is now secure. But her plan is not finished. She begins focusing her attention on their father. She creates opportunities to interact with him privately. She speaks to him respectfully. She offers help. She earns his trust. Slowly, she begins manipulating him emotionally. Meanwhile, Adakirikiri begins noticing things that do not make sense. Strange behaviors. Suspicious moments. Small inconsistencies. Her instincts tell her something is wrong. But no one else sees it. The family remains blind. The maid continues her manipulation. One night, when everyone is asleep, she enters the father's room. This moment marks the peak of her plan. She seduces him. She strengthens her control. She tightens her grip on the household. But Adakirikiri is watching, observing, thinking, connecting the pieces. She remembers the accident, the robbery, the sleeping guards. Everything begins to make sense. She realizes the truth. None of it was coincidence. It was all planned. The accident, the robbery, the manipulation, everything. The maid was never innocent. She was never helpless. She was never a victim. She was the mastermind. Her motive was envy, bitterness, and a desire to take what was never hers. Eventually, the truth is revealed. The father realizes he was manipulated. The siblings feel betrayed. The illusion is destroyed. The maid's control collapses. Adakirikiri steps forward, fully embracing her role as protector. She confronts the maid. She protects her siblings. She saves her family. Authorities are involved. The maid's plan is finally exposed. Peace slowly returns to the household. But the damage cannot be erased. The family has learned a painful lesson. Not everyone who appears innocent can be trusted. And sometimes, the greatest danger is the one you invite into your